Most people would never accept to be secretaries in their departments because they don't want to write minutes. To be honest, I understand this situation completely. My name is Adeze and I teach English. So get in here, let's talk about minutes writing. First things first, what is a minute? Why do we write minutes? A minute is simply a recording of what happened in a meeting. It's actually a form of report writing. You're reporting what happened in a meeting. Now let me establish some things that will help before we go into the elements of minutes writing. Minutes are written in the past tense. You are simply telling a story, so you will record your story in the past. Another pressure that comes with minutes writing is how you will be able to write down everything step by step as the meeting is going on. It puts a lot of pressure on people. And I actually think that the best way to get around this is to use a recorder. You don't have to stress. You have to also participate in the meeting. While the meeting is going on, record, get everything that happened. Who said what? Why did they say it? You have time before the next meeting. Listen to your recording and, at your own space, write down the minutes. What should you include in your minutes? You should title your minutes. Try to be as specific as possible. What was the meeting about? Minutes of the meeting held in preparation for, and include details like the date, when did the meeting hold, these facts. Try to include all these in your titling. Now, the next thing you want to do is your introduction. A lot of basic things go on before the main meeting begins, like prayers. How many persons were in attendance when the meeting started? Who gave the opening remarks of the meeting? Was it the chairperson? Include all these things in your introduction. These are very, very important things, because sometimes when people begin to worry about who has been active, who has been participating in an organization or not, these things can come in handy. They can be reference materials. Another thing you have to include is the adoption of the previous meeting. Who adopted? Were corrections made? The next thing you want to look at is your matters arising. What did we discuss in the previous meeting? What did we agree to do? Are we doing these things? Issues come up. These issues should be carefully resolved. The next thing you go into is agenda for the day. Why have you called the meeting? The suggestions, contributions, who said what? How did people react? You put down all of these things in your agenda for the day. And when the agenda for the day is done, the next thing that comes in is any other business. Now, this time is for members of the house, okay? If they have anything, concerns they've been wanting to discuss openly in the house, this is where they bring it up, for it to be discussed and resolved. So it is also as important as the main meeting. And you have to carefully record these businesses. And of course, lastly, you write your conclusion. How did the meeting close? How did the meeting end? Did somebody say the closing prayer? How many persons were in attendance by the end of the meeting? You conclude. Meeting ended by 5 p.m. with a closing prayer said by whoever it was that said the closing prayer. And of course, you write you put your name by Adeze Nwadike, secretary. And that's how it goes. You've seen today that there is nothing big about writing minutes. Don't shy away from it. All you have to know is what to do. I hope you've learned something today from this video. If you have, don't fail to leave me a comment in the comment section, because I love reading those comments. Don't also fail to tell me what next you want to learn, and I will be glad to talk about them. Again, my name is Adeze and I teach the English language. See you.